Hi, welcome to Phase 6, Building Resilience. Today, our objectives are to understand what resiliency is and why it matters, learning about the brain and the power of positive thinking, learning ways to build resilience and put skills into practice, and understand how to teach and encourage resilience at building practices. First of all, resiliency is the ability to bounce back. We will all in this life face difficult times. It is not whether or not we face tough times that defines us, but it's our ability to bounce back, our ability to take something from a situation, learn from it, and help us to move forward. Can you think of someone who handled a hard time and learned from it? That is someone who has resiliency. Now, when I was a teenager, I remember there was a young lady in school who it didn't seem to matter what happened to her. She always had a smile on her face. She always seemed to be looking at things from a very positive perspective. Now, I can remember thinking, I wish I could do that, but I'm just not that kind of a person. What I came to understand is that resiliency is not a gift you are born with, it's a skill that can be learned. And there are 4 principles that we can use to help us with building resiliency. First of all, a resilient person is good at reframing situations. What they do is they look at their situation and instead of focusing on the negative aspects of it, the why me's, the this can't be happening, the negative, I must be a horrible, this is terrible feelings, they reframe it and ask themselves, what is this situation and what are my options within it? What can I learn and how can I help someone else? Another thing that a resilient person may ask is, where is the good in this situation? Because there usually is some good that can be found. I heard a story about a woman whose 5-year-old daughter was very, very sick and taken to the hospital. She was given the advice to try and reframe things and see the goodness in the situation. And what she found was that people were being drawn together by the crisis, that there was a love and a warmth and support and caring and a forgiveness between hearts that was happening. And in the midst of all of the fear and worry, there was some beauty. And when she concentrated on that, it gave her the strength to be able to help her daughter without losing herself in the moment. Second tip, practice optimism. Our brains will do what we program them to do. And it's a very crazy thing, but research has shown that people respond more intensely to a negative comment than they do to a positive comment. You can hear 100 compliments on how amazing things are, but one person tells you that you messed up, and it's like your brain gloms onto that concept and idea and holds it and clutches it to your heart, and you forget about all of the wonderful things people said. Knowing that our brains do that allows us to practice optimism. Remember, if we focus on the negative, we will receive the negative. If we focus on the positive, we will find and seek the positive. All right, what I want you to do is grab out a piece of paper right now. No, really, right now. Get a piece of paper. Go on, get a piece of paper. Something to write with too. All right, what I would like you to do is I want you to take the next minute and a half, and I'll time it. And I want you to think about all of the positive things that have happened this last 24 hours. Now, when I was doing this exercise, I started off with things like, I woke up this morning healthy and warm and safe. I work at a place that I love doing something I'm passionate about. I have children who love me and who call on me when they need me. You get the general idea. All right, on your mark, Setting the timer right now, and go. That's right, keep going. Right. Okay, keep going. You can do this. A few more things. Think about friends. Think about family. Think about school. Think about after school and before school. If you've got a job, think about that. Positive things. 15 more seconds. You can do this. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take a look at your list. In just an ordinary, regular day, wonderful things can happen. Things that are positive, but we need to keep those as our focal point, not the negative things, which do also occasionally occur. The third tip is care. If you're watching this video, odds are very good that you are a member of a Hope Squad, probably mine. And as such, you are a recognized caregiver. Caregivers are some of the folks who most particularly need to take care of themselves. So in order to build resilience, you need to kind of recharge your own battery. And recharging your own emotional, mental, and physical battery requires that you give yourself time and permission to relax. Set down the cares and worries of the day. Breathe and just enjoy. Take a walk, watch a show, do something that brings you joy. Make sure that you're taking care of your body. Rest and eat and exercise. And spend time with your friends. Spend time around people who are not in desperate need of you, but that you can just celebrate being alive with. Take care of yourself. The fourth tip is express gratitude. Research shows that people who are grateful for the things that they have are more resilient because they see the goodness and they are openly recognizing that goodness, whether it's in people, actions, or things of those around them. Be sure to express that. All right, I need you to grab out 2 more sheets of paper. That's 2. I want you to write 2 notes. You ready? Your first note is going to be to someone that you are grateful for. It could be a parent, it could be a teacher, it could be an administrator, a janitor, a co-worker, a neighbor, a stranger down the street, someone to whom you are grateful. And it can be for the biggest or smallest things. We don't tell each other often enough when we see those wonderful things. And this act of gratitude will not only add to your resilience, it will add to the person you write the note for's resilience as well. Your second note. Now this one is just as important. Are you ready? Your second note I want you to write to your future self. I want you to write a note of encouragement, of support, of hope, of love, and I want you to literally think about what are the things that you would want to hear when you're in your very darkest place. Because I want you to find an envelope, and I want you to put it in the envelope and seal it up and write on the top of it, open in case of emergency. And I want you to put it someplace you could find it if you need it. Remember, we cannot guarantee a life without hardships. In fact, one of the things I think we can guarantee is we will all go through rough times. This letter is designed to be a note of hope that you're sending to yourself. All right, so we've talked about what resiliency is and how we can practice those resiliency skills. So, what can we do to help teach others about these skills? Get a group of friends together and go volunteer. Go serve at a soup kitchen or help at a homeless shelter or simply go out and clean. Pick up and make a section of a park more beautiful. Join a club, like maybe Hope Squad. Start a blog with friends to share positive experiences and gratitude. Help a friend set and accomplish a goal. Exercise with a friend. Get a group of friends to take a media break and get off social media for a period of time. All of these things can help develop yours and others' resilience. You're a part of a Hope Squad, and as such, we need to start practicing and building the resiliency of not only ourselves, but of others. All right, thank you for watching. Ready? Hope on three. 1, 2, 3, hope.